And so it begins.
And so it begins. We are live. Welcome back, guys, to infamous group Star Trek Dakota. I am your admiral or game master, Doc Cabo. Let's do this. So let's just go right down the command list. Holly, where are you and what are you doing? Oh, I muted myself. We are live, by the way. Everything's going, and we're gonna go right down the list. Tolly, the command list. Where are you, and what are you doing?
I would be in my ready room and I would be studying. I would be looking over the day's logs, the report logs.
Hey, was this Frankie here?
We gotta do it. So,
Frankie Spies.
speaking of which, is anyone else on the bridge?
Still Crickers.
Anthony is.
So let's grab that token. There's so many tokens in this game already, it's ridiculous. Also, if you have any stress, you can get rid of it, because it's a new mission and a new day.
Yay.
Or you could come to sick bay.
All right, so you're looking over your reports. There, Tolly, what's exactly are you doing? You're in your ready room.
Yeah, looking over the shift reports, the lead reports.
There's nothing really out of the ordinary.
Okay. Then I would return to the bridge and I would say to my first officer, report.
Um,
Well, you're gonna roll a command
just
presence.
just
You're gonna roll a command presence difficulty 0 for that report. I'm trying to get you some momentum. So roll me that beautiful beam footage. All right, you get 2 momentum. All right, you can report now.
all is good. On a real, is there anything that I should know? Like, is there any anomalies or something?
Yes, you have found. You have discovered anomaly nearby in the Dakota system, and you have set course to investigate.
All right, we've set course for the Karis system to investigate an anomaly, Captain. Yeah.
All right.
All right. So 1, 2, 3. So Doc, what are you doing? Where are you? What are you doing right now?
I am heading to engineering.
All right.
Now, what would I know about the ship's current mission or operating status or whatever we're up to at the moment, or where we're headed? Our
You're in
destination?
unknown space. I think it's customary to keep you informed of what's going on. At least it should be.
Okay, so yeah, I get a report from like a science officer saying we're heading to investigate an anomaly. I throw the pad down because I don't care, and I head towards engineering.
Correct. Maps. There we are. Maps.
Is Barris Toran on the bridge, or is he somewhere else? I'm assuming he is if he's token is there.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's on the bridge.
Okay.
Engineering. Where the hell is? Oh, there we go. Sorry, I just gotta grab the map.
It's all good. I'm looking at you on stream. I see so many maps and tokens. I don't know how you deal with it.
Very, very difficulty.
Damn, this room is so dark now.
Oh yeah.
It's about to get darker.
Dun, dun, dun. I
Just
am
like the game,
learning
Doug.
in every game that we do how to manage this better and better.
Is that
Manage this or us?
is that the new one? Like the new system for Roll20 or something?
This no.
Okay.
Fallout is in the new system though, because I wanted to learn it.
Gotcha.
It's they say it's better, but it's I mean it has better features, but it's kind of slower. Sorry, I'm just grabbing everyone. So
It's all good. I'm just trying to think about what I must say.
we need Mr. Red. We need the token so everyone can see. So. Like every ship has an interior, even ones that you didn't visit, just in case you visited it. So that. Some engineers around. All right, you have arrived.
Sure, you're an engineering.
So I have a question about this. I forgot what they're called. Rust bucket. Is that the one connected? Yeah, is Rust bucket the one connected to exhibit, or is that just some random exocomp that's doing engineering work?
That is the one that he convinced to connect a hollow emitter to, but he has not connected to it yet.
Okay, so
it basically just has it had a hollow emitter installed into it.
Okay, so I'm gonna walk up to Kutak, and I have the several reports that I have sent to Starfleet Academy that I don't know if the chief engineer would know about, or not Starfleet Academy, Starfleet Command. I don't know if the chief engineer would know about it, but I am going to present the pad to the chief engineer, and I'm going to say, as the chief medical officer, under normal circumstances, I would have the ability to use this as evidence of mental instability and remove command officers from their positions of authority. However, in this instance, I might need the assistance of an engineer.
All right, so command presence. I'm going to try and make this as easy as possible, but you're trying to convince him. So difficulty 1. Command presence roll difficulty 1.
Gotcha. I was talking. I was muted. All right. So, difficulty 1. Oh shit! I forgot to make a new value. I'm just gonna do it real quick right now. Power corrupts. There we go. All right. So
Does it though?
apparently. All right. So difficulty 1. That's a total of 12. Now, technically, I should at least get 1. We have 2. I'm gonna spend 1 momentum to get 3 dice. To get an extra dice, I mean. Ooh, 1, 2, 3. So we got 4 total momentum. If my math is correcting.
It is. All right. So she looks over the pad and she kind of humps in that typical like argumentative fucking tell her right way. And she's like, if you need I forget how they would say it, but like basically if you need a partner in this debate or whatever, like I will be that.
Yeah.
So that she's on board with.
Gotcha. What the first thing I need you to do is remove Rust Bucket's connectivity to the XO. The second thing I need you to do is send an engineering team of people that you trust to do a routine diagnostic on the android itself and have, when the signal is given, a way to permanently disable the holograms. And I am going to remove a certain engineering specialized adolescent from the picture on my way to the bridge.
All right.
Oh,
Speaking
out
of
of
which,
character. This sounds so sauce.
where are you, Mac?
Oh, he's probably looking in on the finless.
Oh, that's where. Oh, so you're looking in on the animal. The animal. All right. So
Isn't
Yeah.
that in sick bay?
it is. It's in your
Yeah.
sick bay.
Well, then I'm heading there.
Maps.
Actually, I'll be like, computer, locate. What was your character's name, Mac?
Finless.
Finless. You just said it. Locate Finless. Finless is in sick bay. Damn it! And he heads back to sick bay.
Yeah.
This will be Doc's episode where he just bounces between maps every 30 seconds.
This isn't gonna be the trial. This is gonna be the. All right.
No,
How do we kill the captain?
no,
Sorry,
not killing,
disable the captain.
not killing no one, not mutinying, just getting things in order in case the worst happens. Because
Yeah, getting it in order.
because all he knows is that there is a mechanical deficiency in the android. He doesn't know what it is. He doesn't know its lore. He just know there is a mechanical deficiency. And so being mechanical, he's a doctor. He doesn't know shit about the mechanical. So, but he does know that this kid sided with him before. So he is going to get the kid out of the picture so that the kid cannot intervene if he can't convince him. He could probably convince him, but he's not going to take any chances.
Sick bay.
You're on mute, dog.
I know.
I think he's just moving.
I'm setting up the scene. I don't know why that thing is hurting. Alright, well, you're not quite here just yet, Doc. Let me grab the tokens so people can see. And you arrive at sickbay, and Nurse Phlox is actually basically checking up on the animal herself.
I was wondering how the finless was gone. I'm quite surprised the doctor isn't around.
Speaking of which, you have entered the door. You are now in sickbay, but you're in that corridor.
Yeah. He's like, how has the finless? Has it been eaten and growing?
Anara Phlox smiles with that big ass, ear to ear, huge ass Denoblian smile, and she's like, as good as all my animals. They're all very healthy, and they all provide all of their medical secretions that I use for medicine. And Nara Phlox sees you behind Finn here, and he's like, "Oh, Doc, wonderful."
Dog. What's going on?
Oh, nothing. He says as he walks over, picks up a tricorder, and scans you. I'm scanning for anything non-biological. Weapons, tricorders,
so yeah,
communicators.
medical con task, difficulty 1.
Can it be reason or insight?
Insight works.
Okay. You said difficulty 1?
Yes.
All right, this should be good, but who knows? Do I have? I'm pretty sure this might be the first roll that I don't have. Oh yeah, I do. Nope, I don't. I actually don't have a focus in this one. Damn. So here we go. I'm gonna spend a momentum again because it's been working out for me so far. Oof. All right. So the good news is I succeed. Difficulty 1. So 3 plus 3, 6. We got 6 momentum. But I do have a complication. Do I want to buy it off? You know what? Let's let it ride and see what happens. I just want to, like I said, communication devices, weapons, scanning devices, anything electronic or non-biological besides his uniform.
Besides the things that all of like the com badge and everything that people would have, you don't find nothing. However, your tricorder fizzle out and stops working, and it basically cuts off as you're reading the readings.
He taps it a few times, then tosses it onto a bio bed, and he walks over and he says, I'm taking you any devices that you have on you. There is going to be an inquiry about the command officers. And since I don't know you or quite honestly trust you, before we get security involved, I'm just taking your communication device. So you can either hand it over or I can take it off of you.
Okay. What? Uh, how long until the you finally getting so Starfleet's taking it seriously about the captain?
He kind of gives you a smirk and he says, "Oh, you're gonna act like you're on my side now. I asked you to find out what was wrong with the captain a while ago, and then when you finally did, you still sided with him on our last mission, like knowing full well what was at stake."
I see. I couldn't get clearance until somebody actually let me have clearance.
He just shakes his head, disbelieving, takes the communicator, tosses it somewhere, like in a, a drawer or something, closes it. He says, "Well, for the time being, I'm gonna have to ask you to stay in your quarters." Um, and he looks over to the nurse. He says, "Would you mind escorting Finless to his quarters? I don't want to have to get security involved. At least not yet."
She says, "Acknowledge, doctor," and then calls one of like we'll say a random nurse to come
Okay.
over and take over her duties, and we're gonna.
I want to do one more thing before you switch scenes. I just want to hit my comm badge and say, Dr. Marsden to what was the security chief's name? Was it Baron or
Yeah,
Barris or
Commander Torin or Barris Torin.
Yep. I just want to say you're overdue for your monthly physical. Please report to sickbay at your earliest convenience. And that's it.
All right, he's gonna acknowledge you and say, "On my way."
I've had 2 weeks to think about this stuff.
Uh,
Yep, planning it just for the perfect mutiny. No.
Speaking of which, he goes off and leaves. Give me a second while I put him in sick bay so I don't forget. And of course, they do the whole personnel shuffle. and Simi needs to roll a con daring task difficulty 2 as the ship hits turbulence as it approaches the anomaly.
Ooh, use momentum.
And I'm going to spend 2 threat for that.
Let's see, you said it was con what?
And daring.
On daring, let's see. Can I use the focus?
You can.
Yay! Flight controller or the helms operation. That's it. Now, do I roll 3 dice with focus or?
No, focus just is an automatic success. If you want more dice, you have to spend momentum, which you can do.
Okay, now I'm using focus, so roll.
No, you've gotten your 3 successes. It's a good news. The bad
Oh,
news.
well.
The bad news is your warp engines fried out upon reaching the
What?
anomaly. There's a complication in the ship, right?
You're muffled when you're actually telling us the.
I know I'm gonna be all up in my face now with my camera because I use it. I need to get a regular microphone. The ship rolled a complication, so
Whatever it was not me.
now you can buy that complication off. But however, if not, actually 12. Oh, that's a success. Why does it say it's a complication? They need to fix this. The ship.
Oh yeah,
They
it's broke.
They broken the character sheets and they haven't fixed it.
Anyway, so you arrive and the ship's a little battered, but you arrive at the anomaly, and you felt that, Tolly.
Okay.
So, is anyone going to
So,
command?
if I felt that, I'd immediately go to the bridge and say, well, what was that?
Helm report.
I have no idea, but it came from within the ship.
Yeah, the anomaly is emitted gravity eddies, and
I'll stop.
it was turbulence for the
I'll stop.
the anomaly. So yeah, and Marcus Stevens says like the anomaly is
Engineering
just ahead.
report.
The engineering said that the gravity wells from the anomaly are interfering with the warp nacelles.
Are you muted, Doc?
Oh, I am. I've been talking this whole time. I said Marcus Stevens said that the anomaly came up, and what happened is the gravity eddies from the anomaly basically playing havoc with your warp nacelles.
Back off 100 kilometers. We'll do a tight scan and see if we could get through this without any further delay.
All right. Well, you can easily back off. The engineering says warp nacelles back online, Captain. And I'm gonna need a command presence difficulty 2 for the. Actually, we're gonna say I'm gonna spend threat. I'm gonna spend threat because of your decisions, and we're gonna say it's a difficulty 3 to get the science officer scan.
All right. I'm going to use some momentum. I'm going to use 2 momentum for 2 extra die.
I'm going to assist. Damn.
But I did get it.
You did get it. So she is gonna scan. ship. All right, a 4. That should be a 2, not a 1.
Huh.
They really need to fucking fix that. Well, you're back up to 7 momentum, and
Beautiful.
science officer is like putting it on screen now. And it's a gravitational eddy. It's like a wormhole. It's also emitting neutrino emissions. But it's not pulling you in. It feels like gravity eddies, but it's not like sucking at you. And it's just like it's interfering with navigation.
Right. I want to do an in-depth scan to see if, like, because we're headed in this, right? I would assume.
Headed
Uh,
towards it. We
as you're headed
you know,
towards that, uh, Marcus Stevens, like incoming hail from the U.S.S. turning on priority 1.
Bring that to my ready room.
Oh, you're gonna make me do this the hard way. I love it. I'm gonna have to. I had the hail all set up on screen. Now I have to set it up on the little
Oh,
computer. I have the computer screen in the ready room. It's not a big deal.
well, it's priority 1, so I'm
No,
I'm assuming it's not
I
for everybody.
God damn it. There we go. Stay there. All right. Let's move you here, and then go grab your eyes. Boom. Your ready room computer. You can see that, right?
Yep.
All right. So it's Captain Data, and he's like, Exhibit. Admiral Tuvok has ordered me to escort you to the following coordinates to rendezvous with him and Commodore Petrov immediately.
All right. Is there something that you would like to tell me?
All I'm knowing, I was ordered to get you and bring you here. That's all I know.
All right. Agreed. I will tell the helmsman what is the course and heading.
He's always like he sent it. He hits a bunch of thingies and he's like, your bridge should be receiving the coordinates now. Punches the buttons and stuff on the chair of his.
All right, Data. Thank you for a kind visit.
And he's like, it's good to see you again.
And it is good to see you as well.
And then he cuts out. And
I exit my ready room and I say, Helm, plot in the course. We are being escorted to this location.
Okay. Control con. Focus.
plotting in a random course gives you're basically at maximum momentum.
Woohoo! 4 successes.
And you get
Yeah.
there absolutely fine.
What's the difficulty?
That's just a difficulty 1 task. You weren't You were already outside the.
You're muted. Don't.
It was only a difficulty 1 task. You're already outside the damn. I've been talking this whole time. You're already outside the effects of the gravity well because he said back off, and you follow the turning to a place where I didn't put
Hey.
your eyes. So let me grab your eyes.
Hey, isn't that one of those Defiant class ships?
Yeah, and when you get here, you're immediately surrounded by the Cisco, which is Commodore Petrov's ship. She's the leader of your fleet. The new Enterprise is out there too in the turning.
Which iteration is this?
Captain
The Enterprise?
Captain 7, but she's basically escorting Admiral Tuvok.
No, I'm asking about is it NCC
Oh, it's
1701?
the brand new one at the end of Picard, it's basically
U.S.S.
the Titan
The-
renamed. Yeah,
Pretty sure it's the J, isn't it?
and also the U.S.S. Keaton, and then there's the Klingon ship and the Romulan ship assigned to the fleet are also there, and they immediately surround you. And that's where we're going to end Act 1 while I take a smoke break, and you can discuss amongst yourselves how you're going to respond to this.
Dun 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 dun.
All right, so
What does the Klingon want to do?
we need to give up the crew members that are trying to betray the ship. No.
That I honestly I am secretly hoping that one of y'all do something like that.
Oh, yay! Mutiny!
And we have 2 bonus momentum. I wonder what we should use it for.
And let me tell you, Finn was actually telling the truth because he was waiting for somebody to let him do the. He's been waiting patiently to be able to work on the captain's programming.
Yeah, that's fine. I mean, they're gonna call everyone to be witness at the court martial anyway, so I'm sure you won't be in your quarters for too much longer.
Yeah, basically, he wanted to go and look at the captain's thing. It's just no one's let him to actually pull it all up.
I don't remember what it was last session, but I was waiting and looking for either you or Ensimi or even Sly the Ferengi. It's funny a Ferengi named Sly, but anyway, to do something about whatever was happening, and you didn't, and that's the only reason why he is doing that Marston is doing what he's doing. If y'all had been like, no, we can't leave the Ferengi there, then he wouldn't even. He might send a report, but he wouldn't have put you in your quarters or anything like that. He's just really he doesn't know who to trust.
I'll say this, right? I didn't intend for the Ferengi to stay there, but no one said anything after. I'm like, yeah, we're just
You're the
leaving.
first officer. You can't just be like, "Oh, we're leaving the Ferengi. Let's see if anyone else says something." That's
No,
not how it
I
works.
said we're beaming up. I didn't say on the bridge to leave him there or anything. I just hung up on him.
Yeah, but the ship was destroyed. Is the thing. You guys should have beamed him back after his ship was destroyed.
Hey, that's up to the
You
captain, not me.
definitely should have launched a rescue.
He wasn't in danger. Yeah.
I mean,
Hey, that's on the captain's head.
How long has it been? How long have we been out?
Oh, the
in
kid.
space? Has it been longer than a week? Because if so,
it's been at least a day or two since the.
Okay, so we should send someone back. Because I mean, realistically, Federation would still be arguing with those aliens, being like, "Hey, you should probably since we made contact with you and you may have been corrupted, but you still have technology. You should probably relocate." then they would finally leave. Um, but they wouldn't just oh, fuck it. Everyone here sucks. We're just leaving. We're just leaving you to your demise.
All right, so we're gonna go back to the bridge. And Marcus Stevens tells you that we'll say Mr. Red on tactical here tells you that all of their weapons are armed, and you're being hailed from the Enterprise. But before we do that, we're gonna jump back to sickbay.
What are they gonna execute us? Jesus, the whole ship.
You never know.
Infamous, you're on the ship too. You
You know what's funny? Maybe for all I know, I could be a changeling and just sending stuff back to. Hey, there's a bunch of Jem'Hadar on the ship. You should come take it over. Like you guys don't know.
Anyway, Commander Torres walks in and he's like, "What's up, Doc?"
Hello. Finn's not here anymore. Just to remind you, but
yeah.
he walks over. He's like, Commander.
I'm sure you would probably go into your office, right?
Oh yeah. Do I have an office?
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Okay. So yeah, he's sitting there. He's like, I'm gonna just imagine that there's a chair over there. I'm just gonna be like, take a seat. So no doubt over the last few days, maybe longer, you've noticed some irregularities with the crew, and I don't know if you have done it, but I have sent my reports to Starfleet Command regarding several issues and several individuals, and because of the nature of one of those individuals, as a medical officer, it would be a little bit harder for me to relieve someone of command, being that they are not a biological being. So you having formerly was Barris XO before, or has he always been?
Yeah, no, he was assigned to be the XO before.
Okay.
Yeah.
I just want to make sure because it's confusing. But
it's his fault that he didn't keep the position.
He says, since you have been an XO and could still be an XO, I just want to tell you what's going to happen. As you will soon find out, and we could say this is probably around the time that the ship is being escorted. So he's like, as you will soon, I'm sure, find out, there will be an inquiry regarding the latest orders given on this ship and to the crew, and those orders being followed. So I just want to make sure that I have an ally in that when the inquiry occurs, and that you're completely on board.
You don't have to roll for this. Like the other officer, you don't have to convince him. He just immediately nods and he's like, "Acknowledge, Doc. Finally, somebody. Like, I've been filing reports since day one."
Yeah, well, when a Klingon it takes your spot, I can only imagine how that must have felt. But I will need you, with all due respect, on the bridge, just in case the worst happens. I don't know exactly the extent of the corruption within the positronic matrix of the android, and you'll notice he's calling him the android. I don't think he has yet called him by his name, but he says, I don't know if it's a full, just, total remote corruption and remote control from somewhere else, or if it's just a minor glitch causing some sort of emotion chip damage or something. But if the worst happens, I need an experienced command officer on the bridge, and as you and I are probably going to be called in front of the tribunal, we, just in case something happens before then, I definitely want to make sure that you're on board and that you are capable of taking over the ship if necessary.
He's like, "I'm with you.
All right.
I will back you. Are you gonna go relieve him of command?"
I don't think I have to. It's not just a crazy thing, but there's a little birdie saying that there might be an actual escort coming to take us somewhere. So, but if things don't go the way I am predicting they go, then yes, me and the chief engineer are ready to do that, and now I assume you are as well.
Yes, I'm with you. And with that, we're back to the bridge, and you're receiving a hail.
On screen.
On screen.
Yeah, I'm getting it. Hold on.
Exhibit should probably come over here to sit down instead of standing
What,
up.
you don't want a Cardassian Lieutenant XO?
That's not only a science officer, but
So,
like what?
Admiral
Lieutenant G.
Tuvok pops on the screen, and he's like, U.S.S. Dakota, you will lower your shields immediately, and you will remand yourselves into custody pending a military tribunal.
I don't think they're up, are they?
I think they were up for the anomaly, but I don't know if now.
So I look at Admiral Tuvok and I say, tribunal for what? Pray tell.
Is that I am not at liberty to discuss. Commodore Petrov has been assigned by Starfleet Command to head these proceedings, and she's prepared. You'll find out via your opening statements. But Starfleet has received, what I can tell you is Starfleet has received many complaints over the past few weeks that they have them concerned.
I see. I will order shields to be lowered. I will await your arrival on the bridge. Dakota out.
All right. Let me grab some tokens.
Lol. Even Finn would have been putting in the reports that something's up with the captain.
Are you talking, Doc?
No, I'm grabbing tokens. No, I was grabbing tokens. I should probably just keep myself.
Okay, I just want to make
unmuted.
sure.
No, we're going back to the bridge.
Yeah, your mic's been working pretty well over the last,
I made
However
minor
long.
adjustments, but since I use it as a camera too, and I can't like sit near my camera, I need to get a regular microphone.
Whoa.
Yeah.
That right?
So, Commander Petrov, Data, Colonel Kiev, and Captain Barrett join in with their own red shirt. Let me grab the other red shirt. Wait, Mrs. Red. A bunch of Mrs. Red, and they all have phasers, and they're not pointed at you. They're armed, and they come to each of you, and they're like, "Please follow me to your quarters."
And I oblige.
Data and them, yep. So Data and them is like, you and DeKirk follow me to the conference room. Yeah. So now we're gonna grab you. Well, wait a minute. Some of those people are already there. I only need. Grab the wrong android. I'm all discombobulated right now.
Which one's the correct android? Ooh.
You know what? Don't give him ideas. You're giving him ideas. That's the last thing we need.
Too late. The seed has already been planted.
You're not. You're not here, so just go away. So you guys get.
This doesn't look like the conference room.
Well, no, they brought you to the sorry, the observation lounge that they're going to use as the
10
tribunal.
forward.
Yeah, it's basically 10 forward, but it's been set up as a. They beamed people in to set it up. I'm just grabbing a fucking red shirt because we need randoms. They're like standing at the door and shit. So they inform you that command decisions have been questionable. Several officers, to include command officers, have filed complaints. So your command crew, especially the two of you, are under investigation. Hence the participation of Captain Barat. And since one of your command officers is Romulan, we also have a Romulan officer, Colonel Cliv.
Jeez,
You
got the
are
full like alliance here.
you are entitled to counsel and under Federation Article 7 of -4B 2C. I don't know what they are, so I'm just
Yeah, sketch me Colonel Worf.
Why, yes, I would like a chide each.
That's
An
one.
intercessor, sure.
That's when the Queen Tholian comes in, gets the weapons pointed at her, and screechy screech, and then I overheard there was going to be a tribunal. I offer my services as independent, non-biased arbiter. So they're basically the Tholian is offering you guys her services, and that's for you, Polly Kestrin,
Definitely.
the crew. Yeah.
Yes.
All right.
The captain can. I will defer.
This is gonna be awesome. She's like, all right, well, we're gonna escort you to the conference room to speak with counsel. Exhibit, and you will be escorted back to your quarters to Kirk until the next time we need to see you. And we're gonna
Yeah, right.
just gonna put you on the GM layer for now because you're coming back. And they're gonna bring in the doctor.
I in fact do not like Tholians. It's not honorable.
Oh no, that's perfectly fine. You can represent yourself. That is a perfectly legal thing.
Just like James Kirk.
Yeah, it works so well for him.
Yeah, exactly.
Rura Pente, Rura Pente.
Hey, at least my father wasn't indicted for the Kittimer massacre.
What? Whose father was indicted for the Kittimer massacre?
Did it only
Worf's.
really? It only picked up one
I thought he was framed.
token. Sometimes Roll20 is lame. Like I literally highlighted multiple tokens and it only copied one.
I see 3. I don't know how many there's supposed to be.
Oh, did the other ones finally show up? Oh, they probably didn't show up on my fucking screen for some stupid reason. All right, yeah, there's all 3 of them there
I
now.
see.
So yeah, they bring the 3 of you in there, and they start with the commander, and they're like, "You guys have filed complaints. We just want to make sure your complaints are that you still have the same complaints. Like they're just basically confirming that you guys have complaints.
Yes, but he's also going to add in case I don't. He probably sent it in the last report, but he doesn't know if it made it to them yet or not. So he is going to include the events of the last session with the Ferengi and everything. I don't know if they know about that part or if this is like
They
from months
do.
ago. But
They do, which is
okay, then he won't.
why the chief is there, the transporter chief, because she
Okay.
filed a report on that specific incident.
Oh yeah, that's right. Okay, in that case, yeah, his thing his report resembles theirs.
And now, at any time, you can be against the captain or for the captain. I should have been clear before this began.
I mean, he's just
What happens
Marsden.
there is
Marsden
completely
just
up to your choices, and the roles, obviously.
yeah. Marsden is just giving the facts and then letting them decide. Like he's literally just telling them the facts of what happened, and not even anything as far as like if he thinks it's wrong or not. He is gonna mention that the engineering kid, they're half Romulan, found something wrong in the android's database, but he didn't have time to look into it and see what it was, so maybe they should do that. But other than that, he's not gonna embellish anything or anything.
Speaking of which, we're gonna grab Finn and his mother. They're gonna ask you guys.
Finn has a mother on board.
Yeah, he's not
Yeah.
just a random child, like like a 12-year-old orphan. On
I don't
board.
know. Apparently the Federation does that.
Before they Finn.
Hey guys, I gotta be right back.
All right. Before Finn and his mother comes in, they ask the three of you to take seats in the back because you're going to be called for witnesses. So you can move yourself wherever you want. But actually, we're going to keep you all at the same table because you're basically witnesses for the prosecution. Colonel Kiev's going to be like, so I hear that your son has made some questionable decisions while representing Romulans. And the mother's just going to glare at you and smack you in the back of the head and be like, "Speak, boy, what did you do?"
Hey, I didn't order anything. It was the XM first officer. Basically, they ordered us. When in our last mission, they actually the first officer ordered for everyone but the Ferengi to be transported up.
I just requested now truth. Anyway.
So they did leave a Ferengi back on that dying planet.
Yes.
All right, and I got reports that you found something wrong with the captain.
Yeah, I've been asking to gain access to it so I can figure out what's the problem, but no one's actually granted it to me.
Oh, that's not surprising. You are a child, but I'm surprised the engineer hasn't looked into it. We're probably going to have to question him.
Yeah.
too.
And I glare back at the engineer, just like, yeah, he should have. I've been asking it for the look into it, and no one's did it. So
Shouldn't the chief engineer be in here too? Since I specifically asked.
Not yet.
Oh, okay.
Because they brought the three of you in by yourselves because you filed reports, and now
Gotcha.
they're talking to the kid because the kid was mentioned. So, people will be brought in one by one, one by one by one.
He goes, if you do want to extra witness, there is a possibility of getting an extra person to help with the case.
They say explain.
Well, you know of the former captain's death, right?
Correct. But I heard that her consciousness was alive and that she's not actually dead.
Yes, she's actually inside the ship's computer, so she knows what's going on inside the ship more than anyone else.
Uh, Reports from your counselor tell me that she has been disconnected from the ship because she's having mental issues and that she's been seeking therapy. I'm not sure she can really be of much help. But
There's always options with that.
we thank you, and we ask the two of you go take a seat over there while we continue these proceedings.
Thank
I'm
you.
surprised they didn't bring Ensimi along since she was on that mission.
Well, I'm glad that you mentioned it because now they just brought in the remaining bridge officers. Uh, they re-
Okay.
they repeat all of the what was reported here by all of you, and they ask you, each and every one of you, starting with the player, what you think about everything that's been going on.
Well, I haven't. I didn't. I've just been following my orders. I pilot the ships. I haven't really noticed anything strange with the captain besides him making the random Klingon we picked up on one of the previous missions his security officer.
Yeah, that was one of the complaints. That was kind of odd. I mean, we know we decided to place him on the ship to learn about uh, life in this century, but in such a key position, we would never have authorized that. Uh, and so that's like everyone else gives their 2 cents. Two Classic comes in and he says that he has disconnected the captain's personal mainframe, like he has a personal like computer tower from the ship, so he's isolated from like the hollow systems and stuff, as the doc suggested, and he has a team going over the data as they speak, and they tell them everyone to take a seat while we continue. Well, seeing you over here, they're going to take a seat with you. And before we bring both of you back, since you chose counsel, we'll go into the conference room so you can speak to your counsel. It would help if I
Oh,
grab.
I think I need.
It would help if I
I think I
grab.
need to refresh my page.
It would help if I grabbed tokens before I left. Conference room. So many maps. I know there's a conference room here. Where the fuck is it? Captain's quarters. I had it all like alphabetical ordered, and fucking Roll20 is retarded. There we go.
Oh, you'll be alright.
I always, every once in a while, check back on Alchemy and see if they've made shit better, so I can go over there.
So you are in. They're not. It's a different looking red shirt because it's from when I was playing around with mapping. However, their red shirts are on the other side of, because you get confidentiality, so they're on the other side of the door. But you are in the conference room and you can speak to your counsel. Oh, Tolly had to step away, didn't he? So I guess we're waiting for him to come back. Fun times. My neck is all tight from the gym. I need to stop going as much. So, is there anyone that's gonna help defend Tolly? Yeah.
You know what's funny? They were all for it when it was happening, but now that there's a tribunal, they're like, "Oh, I had nothing to do with that."
Well, of course they want nothing to do with it. That's just basic human nature, even though they're not human.
Well, basically, Finn actually told the truth.
Yeah, but
Yeah, what is a kid supposed to do?
yeah, but you were still
I
like
mean, to be fair,
approving it.
he is a 12-year-old.
No, I'm not denying that, but like you were approving of the whole leaving the Ferengi, so he threw you in there too, and it's up to the tribunal to decide if that's reason enough. Probably not because you're 12, but still.
Like, the XO and the captain should have been like, no, we're gonna bring him up, but they both didn't.
I mean, you're not wrong. I'm not saying you're wrong. I'm just, the doctor's got to be super, like, careful, and you know what I mean. So
I mean, you're also a Benzite.
In who he trusts with his traitorous ideals. Yeah.
A
No.
Benzite's gonna be very by the book.
and you know what the funny part is? If we
My
get
bad, guys. Sorry about
welcome,
that.
welcome
Good.
back. If we all get through this, we'll be a close knit crew.
You have security
I don't know about that.
guards outside the conference room, Tolly, but you're in the conference room alone with the Tholian with your council, so you could discuss with your council anything you want. And as you entered the console, you feel disconnected from the ship, and you can no longer access the hollow systems and stuff. Your computer core has been disconnected.
Okay.
So you can talk with your council however you want or whatever you want. So she starts with asking what the charges against you are.
I honestly don't know what the charges are, so
It's like
there's like a bunch, I'm sure.
not sure. Where do we start?
Which charge?
All right. Well, so she has a pad, and she says that you've been charged with violation of the Prime Directive. You have been charged with basically attempted murder. I don't know what it would be called, but you basically left the Ferengi to die. You
That's not attempted murder.
replaced the first officer, which is they basically think you're malfunctioning.
That's what the captain's right.
They're not sure if you're malfunctioning and or you're being seditious. So your charge is basically sedition.
All right. GM, roll a D100. I'm gonna say hi, and I'll tell you what it is after.
It is high.
And it's high. I'm going to start acting like lore. More and more becoming lore. All right. So, like with the council already explaining the charges to me, I'm going to look at the council and say, "Why, I am not guilty of anything. It is they who are guilty."
She's gonna be like, "Do tell me," all like calculated because Tholian's like she doesn't care either way.
Hmm.
They've suppressed the little man for too long, see?
I mean, she is gonna be like, by. She's gonna look at the laws and like represent you by the book.
Right. No, so basically, I'm done talking with the council. I would be ready to uh, act in the next scene, I suppose.
All right. Hear ye, hear ye. The trial has commenced. uh, they bring you back in with your counsel. They bring DeKirk back in and have him take a seat. Because he didn't really do anything besides listen to the captain. And be kind of Klingon-y, so he's not really on trial here, unless this goes badly, and then he might be taken to Kronos.
This actually might go badly.
So,
No, we'll be fine.
uh,
Don't worry about it.
the Commodore tells you that you're being charged with sedition, with possible sedition, because these questionable decisions. And she's like, "Do you have anything to say for yourself, Captain?"
I look at the room and I stand up. I come up a little bit closer and I say, "Why, yes, I do have something to say." And I look over at Captain Data and I say, "Hello, brother."
Oh no. To be fair, this might actually save us.
uh, Data is gonna fucking kind of smile because he's like that weird combined Data now, and he's gonna be like, "So I didn't get rid of you by absorbing you by allowing you that." He's like, "What do you want now, brother?"
You can't get rid of me. I'm like butter on toast. You can never get me off.
You can never give me up.
That should be quoted.
I am using that now. I am using that.
Oh,
He's
oh
like,
no.
we should put our differences behind us, brother. There's no need for all of this destroying of the Federation or whatever you're attempting to do here.
Well, you let these Ferengi come aboard, well, my vessel, and try to take away my only thing of fun, the bar. Yeah, I'm not going to let that fly, so I kind of did what I had to do. I'm sure you understand, right, brother?
Commodore was like, you were ordered to like basically placate the Ferengi. You could have helped defend them from whatever accusation was going on. You didn't have to send one off to die.
Hey, he wanted a deal. I gave him what I thought he wanted.
He wanted to go down there.
And Simi is slightly confused. Uh, what's going on? That doesn't sound like our captain.
I turn to Insimi and I say, Ah, an astute observation.
Okay, that sounds more like the captain.
Which one is it?
Something tells me Captain Data knows more.
Well, I've
And I
just spent all of 2, 4, 6. Yeah, I spent all of my remaining threat, and they all. You have to basically command presence difficulty. Well, 3, 3, at least 2 or 3. You basically got to convince them not to shoot you.
who and Simi,
Oh no, exhibit.
exhibit.
A doctor stands up and says, "Shouldn't we place him under arrest and detain him
Well, that's
in a
why
force field?"
they pulled their they basically put their fucking phases on him. He's basically you have to convince them not to have you arrested.
Damn.
Ah, so you think this is like a switch, do you? Well, I could switch it on and off. I could let exhibit through. I could come through. I can let B4 through. Hell, brother, I can even let you through. Either you figure out how to fix me, or I'm just going to continue to run amok. And he's going to grab the Tholian.
I just want to say Marsden is responsible for a player death now. No.
Alright, so roll your command presence. You need to get a 3 to convince them, all of them, not to send people in.
All right. Where are we with momentum? Oh, we got plenty.
You have 8.
Yeah.
Also,
All right.
this is gonna sound weird, but I want to assist, but not for the weird reason you're probably thinking of, because he knows if a bunch of security comes in, it's not gonna be good for anybody. So he's gonna stand up and say, "Everybody, be calm. Everyone, just chill out. We can handle this." And he's gonna try to move towards Exabate and say, "Captain or Lore or whatever you are, leave the Tholians alone. Just take me instead. I'm more of a valuable hostage. No offense." He says to the Tholian.
Well, with your assist, if you assist, I'm gonna do that. I'll take
If
you.
the GM considers that an
Yeah.
assist,
Definitely.
I don't, because I just don't want a bunch of security coming in and then it turning into a brawl.
Well,
Melee.
you're lucky that you did that. Let's see if it works first. Roll your assist.
Nope.
Oh.
It didn't work. So
And I added with my milestone. I added presence and command, and it didn't work.
you gotta roll me a daring security difficulty 1.
Who, me or
Exhibit. The fucking Tholian is taking a swipe at him.
Can
Oh,
I
nice.
can I also do something after the Tholian has done their thing? Because I should be toward in an opportune spot. I kind of want to shoot Exhibit 8 right now, if that's all right.
I will allow you.
Where is
well,
your thing?
what? How? Well,
Oh, there it is.
first you need to roll me a daring security difficulty 4 to see if you, or difficulty 5 to see if you snuck in a firearm, because they would have disarmed you all. But if you succeed, I will say yes. And you
Use momentum.
and exhibit gonna roll a daring security difficulty 1 to not get swiped.
What was the difficulty, sorry?
You
For me?
5.
Oh my god.
Uh,
I want to buy that off.
All right, so you have 6 momentum left, right? No, 4.
4, yeah.
All
Use
right.
momentum, Tolly or Kesterin.
I want to use something here, right? Which is my multidiscipline intelligence agent, which once per adventure I can make a trait without requiring a task or spending any momentum, threat, or determination. This must reflect information, physical resources, or access to a location. Now, I'm thinking physical resources as like a backup disruptor, if that's all right.
That is
Down at
absolutely
the bottom.
gorgeous. You don't have to roll a goddamn thing.
Yes.
You have your
Yes!
Nice.
paper.
This is perfect, guys. You gotta thank me later for bringing intelligence up.
And this is why you're gonna be on trial later.
Dakota is going to like quickly grab his like backup disruptor, and like taking the opportune moment, he's gonna like aim at Exhibit. Probably not gonna kill him. Let's be honest, he's an android. And I don't have control over the disruptor's setting. And he's gonna fire at Exhibit 8 to like at least get him to let go of the Tholian.
All right. Well, roll your firing.
How much momentum do we have?
4.
I'm going to
4.
use 2 momentum and 1 threat
Ooh,
with
giving
my
me a threat.
focus on disruptors. Yes, 1 threat, 1 threat. I am going to reroll that failure with cautious security.
Go right ahead.
Never mind. It's too late.
You have 1 momentum back, and you have successfully shot at our boy here. So you need Tolly.
I'm sorry, Exhibit.
Fitness security difficulty 5, or you're taking some stun damage or whatever.
All right, I'm gonna use the 3 momentum.
All right.
Of course.
He increased his fitness, I see.
You got away enough that it didn't hit a vital spot, but you did get grazed over your shoulder. And how much damage does your weapon do? There's no more challenge dice, so whatever it is.
I think it's like for disruptors like 4 or 5 or something.
Yeah, it's 4, I think, for me. Or it's supposed to be security plus weapon damage, right? I have 5 security. What would that be?
No, it's just the weapon damage now. They
Yeah.
changed it, so it's 4. You're gonna take 4.
No.
You're gonna take 4 stress, and Data is gonna offer you.
It's also intense.
Basically, he's gonna explain to you the procedure or the thing that happened when you took over his body when Picard recovered him on the. I think he was at the Daystrom Institute. But he's gonna say it in the reverse, so like you take full control of the body. I just gotta roll.
And I'm just gonna move up and grab the Tholian and move them out the way.
She goes with you gladly. She's like, unbiased, gonna help, but now she's kind of pissed. And the other one she really likes.
I literally have friend of the Tholians as a trait, so.
Difficulty 2 to if you're gonna argue with him, but socially. But he's basically offering you this solution.
How about this counter offer, brother? How about you find me a nice android body and leave me the hell alone?
So you basically want to be separated from Exhibit and put in another body.
Yes.
Fucking put him in an exocomp.
That's actually why the exocomp was built.
Oh, nice.
Jeez.
So you're gonna have to roll a command presence difficulty 2 to get them to consider that.
Oh, no more momentum.
All that momentum trying to avoid getting shot. Go on.
Anyone gonna help him?
Yes.
That was
I'm
the
gonna.
wrong roll, anyways.
Okay, yeah, that is the wrong roll. So, all right, go try again.
I might still help him.
Presence command.
Yeah.
He's trying to avoid another attack. That's
Yeah.
what it is.
All right.
Okay, never mind. I won't help him.
Damn.
They're amenable to your choice, and they call the exocomp because it is you mentioned it and whatnot. Hey, where are you, Rust Bucket?
And then we just jettison out an airlock and go about our day.
No, they'll transport them to Data's race. They're the ones.
Oh yeah,
that
I forgot Data has a fucking race now.
He has kids too. So Rust Bucket comes in
Jeez.
and reporting for duty.
So the lore body takes his finger and twists it around, and out pops a little a little data node, and he plugs it into the exocomp, and he begins to download his memory anagrams into the exocomp.
The exocomp has been modified to carry his consciousness alongside its
Okay.
own, basically to project the image. So
Gotcha.
it's basically going to carry him to Data's race
Ah,
under heavy guard.
fair enough.
All right. Well, exhibit is now exhibit, and lore is now lore, which projects from the projector because it has it, even if it's not connected to the computer, because it doesn't need to be connected to the computer.
So it's just law that's now gone. Yay.
All right. So exhibit is free, and lore is free. I don't know if you want to take it away for these last 10 minutes.
I
Anyone
If
can do
I-
anything in these last 10
if-
minutes.
if I wasn't Marsden, if I was literally any other character, I would grab a phaser and destroy the rust bucket with the paper. Any other character, I would do it.
The crick is
that
going
would lead
to
more consequences.
the crick is going to request the security now take the rust bucket away.
I'm gonna look over at the crick and try to see if I can convince you with a facial expression to destroy the rust bucket.
No, learning the new ways.
Oh, fine.
So they tell Law that he will be escorted immediately to I guess his niece to
I feel like I did
get
a
a new
Riker
body.
maneuver there.
And Data is like, you better not harm my kid. And
Wait, why are we
is that-
trusting Laura with these people again?
Data is going there. There's not. They're bringing him there to get a body. So
But why?
because that's what they negotiated here.
Yeah, but they don't really need to do it. I
I
mean,
mean,
I
no,
feel like
they-
Rust Bucket is
They
a good
basically
home.
ordered Data to take them away, takes them away, and now you're there. Exhibit.
All right.
Meanwhile, all this is happening, and Simi is just completely lost.
Now I'm 100%. I'm 100% exhibit.
Sure.
Now am I still on trial?
Is that what you're asking?
Oh. Yeah.
Is this your elaborate
now
way to
you
get out
are
of it?
100% exhibit now, right?
Yes, I am 100% exhibit. I am functioning within normal parameters.
The engineer gets a call saying that that your server that you're connected to has been purged of the anomalous code, and that you do appear to be functioning normally.
The Marston says permission to have daily diagnostic checks on the captain or whatever he ends up becoming.
I
They,
agree.
they're gonna grant that.
Awesome.
And they're also going to ask you about whether or not Barris Torin is going to take the Exo spot or if you're going to keep it with the Klingon. Now, here's Exhibit's one and only time to convince them that this is strategic. Because you did say that was him. Like
Well, I did just save Tholian's life, so if that counts for anything.
Yeah. So I'm gonna say some like something about like some like dictatorial code or something that Starfleet has. Starfleet Code of Ethics -2 subsection 3 paragraph 2 says that we should have with our allies that get put on our ships, that we should put them on a social growth program and put them in a high position on a starship in order to acclimate them to a new era in time or some shit.
Don't you mean chief of security then?
But -4, paragraph 5 says not if they're Klingons who are spies from another timeline.
I don't know about that. But also, wouldn't I have more power as chief of security to like do more damage, realistically?
Well, hopefully you don't. That's not your character. That so realistically, if we're going realistically, you shouldn't have either one of them, and you should have like a period of where you're just being acclimatized to the ship and the new time and everything like that, and then eventually, when the Klingon Emperor is like, yeah, he's good, then you
What
can
about
be
the
a commander. or
Klingon
whatever.
first officer that swapped with Riker, though?
He wasn't from another timeline, and he wasn't a spy. You're literally security. Like, that's literally your job. So why wouldn't you want to be a security officer for a while just to like get to know what's going on, and then you can be promoted to
because
whatever
he's
the
a
fuck you want
fucking
to be.
Klingon. If I was a Klingon and somebody offered me command, I'm taking that bitch.
Hell yeah.
I go recommend Baza. I think he should be Exo.
So you have to roll a command presence, and it's difficulty 3 to convince the Romulan that this is a good idea. However, the others rolled absolutely nothing, so they're gonna accept it either way, and you're gonna get 2 out of 3, and it's gonna happen. So he's gonna
All
remain
right,
first
and there is
officer,
no more.
but there is no more. You're basically saying if there's a complication before we end this.
All right. Let me give you threat. I'm gonna give you 2 threat
All right.
for 2 extra die. Oh man.
Seems like it, yeah. With those crits.
Yeah, Borg attack, we all blow up. End of season 1.
Well, no,
Oh shit.
I am gonna bank that as additional threat.
I was hoping the Romulan colonel would turn out to be Tal Shiar or something.
What do you think additional threats for? I just haven't figured out why he's going to be mad yet. But they agree, and they're like, "Yeah, well, the reasoning sound." They check the regulations, and she's like, "But you're under, watch." And she says, "Doctor, I want weekly reports sent to Starfleet."
Understood. Daily reports. Got it.
Daily reports.
Of course, he would say that.
Dude, I'm reporting on everyone daily. I don't give a fuck.
And is there anything anyone else wants to do before we end the mid-season finale here? And it didn't go as bad as
Can
it
we
could
have the doctor going for a psych eval? You know, I think he needs it.
I go, I yell out and I go, the doc should get a psych eval. They're putting up
See,
with
that's
us.
that's what I'm talking about. I point to the kid. I'm like, see, that's the kind of crap I'm talking about.
And they just kind of look at you because you're being Benzaidi, and they're like, "That's just a child being a child." And your mom's gonna
Very
smack you
paranoid.
in the back of the head and be like, "Shut up, boy!"
Ow!
And that's it. That's the mid-season finale of Star Trek Dakota. So the next 10 alternating Saturdays is going to be the first season of Fallout Yellowstone.
Hell yeah.
Hell
But
yeah.
also, I think
Yay!
this was great. Great session. No one died.
Nobody died. People could have got arrested, but it should have been good. And thank you guys for watching out there. We hope you tune back in when we come back